Hi, and welcome to Parkland Challenge 2022. So far in our Final Four, we've got Oakwood, St. Thomas More, and Fisher. Let's see if one of these two teams can join them in our Final Four. Let's meet the teams now.
Ellie Jones, sophomore.
Caleb Hayes, senior.
Kyla Goff, senior.
Brianna Boyer, sophomore.
Braden Goff, sophomore.
Braden Taylor, freshman.
Isadora Davis, senior.
Caleb Wiesing, senior. Elijah Kiesel, senior.
Andrew McQueen, senior.
Caleb Miller, senior.
Okay, let's get started. How many minutes are there in a week? Villagrove.
10,000.
No. You can confer. Oh, you can just say.
12,000.
10,080. 10,080. Very good. What novel features the character Long John Silver? It is Villagrove.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island is correct. Good job. What weapon does Captain America carry? Villagrove.
Shield.
A shield is correct. Cartoonist Robert Ripley became popular with what syndicated feature? Tuscola.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yep, that's correct. Founded by the Vikings, what is the name of Ireland's oldest city, now known for its fine crystal glassware? Villagrove.
Tiffany.
Not Tiffany, no. You can confer.
Dublin.
No, Waterford. Waterford Crystal is where that comes from. Who wrote the lyrics to West Side Story? Villagrove.
Bernstein.
No, not Bernstein. You can confer.
Sondheim.
Yes, Stephen Sondheim. What had Adams, Norris, Patrick, and what has Adams, Norris, Patrick, and Smythe divisions prior to 1993? That was the National Hockey League. The National Hockey League. Which underwater animal of the Porifera group lacks muscles, nerves, and internal organs? Villagrove.
Sponge.
Sponge is correct, yeah. New York City's biggest parade is on what holiday? Villagrove.
Thanksgiving.
Not Thanksgiving, but you can confer.
I thought it was Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
No, St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. I bet it's very dangerous as well. What is the fastest fish in the ocean? Tuscola.
Shark.
Not the shark, no.
A swordfish.
Sure.
Swordfish.
The sailfish. The sailfish. The first vaccine developed by the English physician Edward Jenner in 1796 protected people against what disease? Villagrove.
Syphilis.
Not syphilis, no. You can confer.
Smallpox.
Smallpox is correct, yes. What city in Georgia was home to bands like B-52s, Drive-By Truckers, and REM? City in Georgia is home to Tuscola.
Atlanta.
Not Atlanta, no.
What's another one?
Athens.
Athens.
Athens, Georgia is correct. Good job.
Nice.
Which branch of the military established the first U.S. Medal of Honor? Tuscola.
The Army.
Not the Army.
Probably the
Navy.
Navy or Air
Navy.
Force,
I'd say
probably.
Navy.
Navy.
Navy is correct.
It's the oldest one.
What popular crooner has been a part of a trio called the Rhythm Boys? That was Bing Crosby. Your grandparents might not know that answer. So. This movie enhancing feature was introduced for home use by Dolby in 1982. Villagrove.
Surround sound.
Surround sound is correct. What is a traditional German stew made from marinated rabbit or hare? That is Hassenpfeffer. What president's imposing life-size statue stands under the dome in Virginia's capital? Villagrove.
Washington.
Yes, George Washington. Which of these missions was an unmanned probe? Pioneer 11, Apollo 11, or Mercury? Tuscola.
Mercury.
No, not Mercury.
Probably
Apollo?
Apollo. Probably.
Apollo 11.
No, it was Pioneer 11. Pioneer 11. What continent gets the least amount of precipitation? Billy Grove.
Antarctica.
Antarctica is correct, each year. The address numbers in Chicago count upwards, north, south, east, and west, starting from what famous intersection? It is State and Madison. State and Madison. What kind of pudding do British traditionally serve with roast beef? Billy Grove.
Blood.
Not blood.
Is that a bad guess?
Need an answer?
No answer.
Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding. Which soft drink brand links Michael Jackson, David Beckham, and Cindy Crawford? Which soft drink brand? Tuscola.
Coca-Cola.
Not Coca-Cola.
Pepsi.
Yes, it's Pepsi. They all did advertisements for them. What state was JFK assassinated in? Villarreal.
Texas.
Texas, yep. Dallas, to be specific.
I was there. Well, I wasn't there.
San Francisco's annual Golden Dragon Parade takes place in what ethnic community? Villarreal.
Chinatown.
Chinatown is correct. Which religion's holy book is the Torah? Villarreal.
Judaism.
Judaism is correct. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Villa Grove.
What Detroit Tiger just became only the 33rd Major League Baseball player to have 3,000 career hits?
Can I say
Johnson. That's a solid answer.
Johnson? Just say something.
Name answer?
Johnson.
Miguel Cabrera ripped a base hit through the right side of the infield on April 23rd, 2022, for his 3,000th career hit. His career began in 2003 with the Florida Marlins before he moved on to the Tigers in 2008.
Okay, let's get back to finish up our first round with our regular questions. In 1861, what company completed the first transcontinental telegraph line in the United States? The company was Western Union. Western Union. What civilization produced the famed orator Cicero? Vilgrove.
Greek.
No. What civilization produced the famed orator Cicero?
Roman.
Yes, Rome. What are the stoplight colors from top to bottom? Vilgrove.
Red, yellow, green.
Red, yellow, green is correct. Brackettville, Texas has a replica of what ill-fated battle site? Vilgrove.
The Alamo.
It is the Alamo.
Texas.
What strange rock band from Ohio played songs like Uncontrollable Urge, Satisfaction, Whip It, and Workin' in a Coal Mine? They also urged de-evolution. Vilgrove.
Pink Floyd.
Not Pink Floyd, you can confirm?
Ohio.
Queen.
No, that was Devo and de-evolution, just where the name came from. Fun. What actor played Russian roulette in Deer Hunter, demanded more cowbell on Saturday Night Live, and danced solo in Fatboy Slim's video Weapon of Choice? That actor is Christopher Walken. Come on. What Pennsylvania town was wiped out when the South Fork Dam broke in 1889? Tuscola.
Pittsburgh.
Not Pittsburgh, no.
Philadelphia. Do we know any other?
No.
Okay. Philadelphia.
No, Johnstown. The Johnstown flood.
Johnston.
What is the antonym of the word synonym? Vilgrove.
Antonym.
That's correct. Name the technology, a theoretically incorruptible digital ledger of transactions that underlies cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Vilgrove.
Blockchain.
Blockchain is correct. What Illinois town is associated with white squirrels? Vilgrove.
Olney.
Olney, Illinois, correct. What Charles Dickens character still wears her wedding dress years after she was abandoned at the altar? That was Miss Havisham from Great Expectations. What organization was originally founded by doctors in 1847 to improve public health?
The World Health Organization.
No, not the World Health Organization. You can confer.
CDC.
No, the American Medical Association, the AMA. What company's Pittsburgh headquarters is a 30-story skyscraper draped in aluminum waffle? That's the aluminum company Alcoa. What city streets and sidewalks received 175 tons of daily excrement deposits before a pooper scooper law? Villa Grove.
London.
Not London. Before a pooper scooper law was passed in 1978.
New York.
Yes, New York City. Sounds like a paradise. The Dartmouth, the Eleanor, and the Beaver were the three ships on which what famous event from American history occurred? Villa Grove.
The Boston Tea Party.
The Boston Tea Party is correct. What term describes a license granted by a company to market its product or services in a specific territory? Tuscola.
Trademark.
Not a trademark. No, you can confer.
Oh wait, is it like franchise or something? Because like
Say that, yeah.
franchise, like McDonald's franchises. Franchise?
Franchise is correct.
Because it's not like patent.
Which of these movies did Kevin Bacon and Kiefer Sutherland both star in? A Few Good Men, My Dog Skip, or Quicksilver? Villa Grove.
Good Dog Skip.
No. You can confer.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men is correct. Good job. Which famous couple's wedding did the world watch on July 29th, 1981? Villa Grove.
The marriage of Charles and Diana.
Yes, correct. Lady Diana Spencer and Prince Charles. Odessa, Texas has a replica of what famous Shakespearean theater of England? Villa Grove.
The Globe Theater.
Yes, the Globe Theater. Which U.S. state, excluding Alaska, extends farthest north? Villa Grove.
Maine.
Not Maine. You can confer.
It's not a bad guess.
Minnesota.
Minnesota is correct. Nice work. What was the first commercial product that had a barcode? We'll go.
Mr. Potato Head toy.
No. I like the guess though.
Peanut butter.
No, it was Wrigley's Juicy Fruit Gum. All right, that's the end of our first round. We'll tally up our scores and be back with our lightning round when we come back.
It's your time to create the future you want at Parkland College. Time to explore your path among 100-plus degree and career programs. It's your time to do you. Enroll now at parkland.edu.
Okay, after our first round, Tuscola 70, Villa Grove 210. Let's get to our lightning round. What black metal gave blacksmiths their name? Villa Grove.
Iron.
Iron is correct. What gaming company created Fortnite? Tuscola.
Epic Games.
Epic Games is the right answer. Ribbon Falls, the U.S.'s highest waterfall, is in what western state? Villa Grove.
California.
California, yes, it's in Yosemite National Park. Where did Mark Zuckerberg go to college? Villa Grove.
Harvard.
Harvard is correct. What auto racing circuit was founded in 1948 by William France to organize and promote stock car racing? Villa Grove.
NASCAR.
NASCAR is correct. How many spikes are there on the crown on the Statue of Liberty? There are 7. What kind of machine can work non-stop without using any energy? Villa Grove.
Perpetual motion.
Yes, perpetual motion machine. What is the process that turns animal skins into leather? Tuscola.
Tanning.
Tanning is correct. Good job. What is a mixture of iced tea and lemonade? Villa Grove.
Arnold Palmer.
Yes, named after the golfer. Who is Danette Elaine Owens more commonly known as? It's Queen Latifah's real name. Who knew? How many planets are closer to the sun than the Earth? Tuscola.
2.
2, yes. Mercury and Venus. Who refer to themselves as Latter-day Saints?
Mormons.
Mormons is the right answer. What made Louise Brown special on the day she was born on July 25th, 1978? She was the world's first test tube baby. What kind of bean is used to make hummus?
Chickpea. Garbanzo.
Yep, very good. What colorful term do retailers and shoppers use to describe the day after Thanksgiving?
Black Friday.
Black Friday is correct. Who is the only head basketball coach to win both an NCAA title and an NBA title? It's Larry Brown. Larry Brown. What band are Mike D, MCA, and Ad Rock a part of? It's the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys. Which state has the smallest population?
Wyoming.
Wyoming is correct. Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. We'll tally up our scores and be back with our final round when we come back. Okay, welcome back. Heading into our third round, Tuscola 100, Villa Grove 310. Let's get started. In 1907, the Jim Manufacturing Company patented a slide-on double oval design of what everyday object? Villa Grove.
A paperclip.
Yes, it is a paperclip. What British Commonwealth nation has the most people driving on the right side of the road? Tuscola.
India?
Not
Oh,
India.
right
You
side.
can confirm.
Canada. Canada's the most population.
Oh, yeah.
Canada?
Canada is correct, yes. Built in 1914, this stadium with its ivy-covered outfield walls, Villa Grove.
Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field, yes, the oldest ballpark in the National League. What is a female pig called? Tuscola.
Sow?
Sow is correct. Which SEC college football team uses an elephant as its mascot? It's Alabama. In what famous DC home would you visit the blue, red, and green rooms? Let's go.
Graceland?
No.
It's the White House. The White House.
The White House is correct, yes. An HD TV that has a resolution of 1080p has 1080 vertical lines of resolution. What does the I stand for? Villa Grove.
Interlaced.
Interlaced is correct. What French phrase refers to camaraderie among members of a group and means group spirit? Esprit de corps. Esprit de corps. What Japanese war cry meant, "May you live forever"? Tuscola.
Kamikaze.
Not kamikaze, no.
That was my guess. Suicide? That's kamikaze.
Japanese word. Just don't.
Need
No
answer?
answer.
Bonsai. From 1990 through 2005, what was the most popular major chosen by U.S. students graduating Villa Grove?
Business?
Yes, business. Graduating with a bachelor's degree. What author created Peter Rabbit in 1893? Villa Grove.
Oh, Henry.
No.
Oh.
You can confirm.
Oh.
Watson.
Beatrix Potter. Which U.S. president said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down Villa Grove"?
Reagan.
Reagan, yes. Tear down this wall. What gas containing radium is released from soil and is a concern for homeowners? Little girl.
Radon?
Yes, radon. Their names were originally Mo Howard, Shemp Howard, and Larry Fine. A guy named Curly eventually Tuscola.
The Three Stooges.
Yes, the Three Stooges. Curly was replaced by Shemp. What ancient Roman festival also happened to be the day Julius Caesar was assassinated? Tuscola.
The Ides of March.
Yes, good job. What was notable about the Civil War Battle of Fort Tyler in Georgia? It's notable because it was fought after the Confederates surrendered. Name the 3 U.S. states that start and end with the letter A. Villa Grove.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona?
Yes, that's very good. What band has members named Charlie, Bill, Ron, Mick, and Keith? Those are the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones. Whatever popular doll did Ruth Handler create in 1958? Villa Grove.
Barbie?
Barbie is correct. What is the mascot for the Nebraska football team? Villa Grove.
The Huskers? Cornhuskers?
Yes, Cornhuskers, yes. What colorful vegetable company logo can you see in Blue Earth, Minnesota? Villa Grove.
Green Giant.
Yes. My Darling Clementine, the movie from 1949, has Henry Fonda playing an Old West sheriff who wipes out the Dalton gang. What sheriff was he playing? Villa Grove.
Sheriff 10 Gallon.
No. You can confirm if you'd like.
No answer.
Wyatt Earp. He was playing Wyatt Earp. In what capital did Jefferson Davis take office as president of the Confederacy? Tuscola.
Jacksonville.
Not Jacksonville. Confirm.
I have no idea. Is it in Virginia? Alabama? What's the city in Alabama? You,
Did you answer?
Montgomery?
Yes,
Alabama?
Montgomery, Alabama. What was the name of the world's first commercially successfully cloned ant mammal? Villa Grove.
Ellie.
No, you can confirm.
It was a
Sally.
Dolly. Dolly.
Wasn't it a goat?
Lightly browning meat and fat and then cooking it slowly in a closed pan is a method known as what? Tuscola.
Marinating.
Not marinating, no. You can
Frying.
confirm.
Basting.
Sauté.
Basting. Sauteing.
Go for something.
What do you want? Sauteing.
Sauté.
Sauteing.
Braising. Braising. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Tuscola.
After the 2021 Major League Baseball season, the Cleveland Indians dropped the Indians name due to years of controversy about its logo perpetuating Native American stereotypes. What new name did they unveil for the 2022 season?
Buccaneers.
It was announced via Twitter on July 23, 2021, that the team would be named the Cleveland Guardians, after the Guardians of Traffic.
Okay, let's finish up our game. What state is nicknamed the Beehive State? Tuscola.
Alabama.
Not Alabama. You can confirm.
Kentucky. Georgia. Sure.
What?
I like Kentucky. It's a good
Kentucky?
Utah. Utah.
Yeah.
On board what ship did Christopher Columbus first sail to America? Villa Grove.
The Nina.
Not the Nina.
One of them.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm pretty sure it's the Santa Maria.
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria is correct. What rodents believed to have great teeth did ancient Romans often place live on the gums of toothache sufferers? Villa Grove.
Eucalyptus.
No, you can confirm.
That's a good guess.
Gopher.
No, it was mice. I'd almost rather have the toothache, I think. Modern computer chips consist of millions of transistors. How many transistors were on the first chips made in 1958? Villagrove.
1.
Not one. You prefer?
Watch it be
10.
Just two, so not many. Who was a Russian leader from the mid-1920s until his death in Villagrove?
Stalin.
Stalin, yes. He died in 1953. What does BMX stand for? Villagrove.
Bikes and motocross.
Yes. What is the only country on the planet whose names begin with... What is the only country on the planet whose name begins with Y? Villagrove.
Yemen.
Yemen is correct. What is the most common color used in M&M candies? Villagrove.
Brown.
Yep, brown. About 30% of the candies are brown. What is the name of the planet situated between Jupiter and Uranus? Villagrove.
Saturn.
Saturn is correct. What fruit has over 2,000 varieties, including damson and Santa Rosa? Tuscola.
Apple.
Not apple.
Grape, banana, berry.
Tomato.
Grape.
I don't think grapes are. Yeah, for
Need
wine.
an answer?
Melon.
Grape.
Plum. Plum.
Melon.
What must a baseball pitcher do to throw an immaculate inning? Villagrove.
Get 3 strikeouts.
Yes. Well, you can be more specific.
Strike 3 batters out.
No. You prefer?
3 strikeouts with no hits.
No, it's strike out all 3 batters on just 9 pitches. So 9 strikes in a row is what we're looking for. What physicist's last words were not understood because his nurse did not speak
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, yes. His nurse did not speak German. Which male voice lies between the bass, Villagrove?
Tenor.
No, which voice lies between a bass and a tenor?
Baritone.
Baritone is right, yeah. What sport would you be taking part in if you found yourself in a Boston Crab? What sport would you be taking part in, Villagrove?
Wrestling.
Yes, wrestling is correct.
The position.
He was an American inventor who was widely credited with popularizing the revolver. What was his name? Villagrove.
Wesson.
Not Wesson. Would you prefer?
Just looked at the position.
Benjamin Franklin.
Colt. Samuel Colt. What goddess started the Trojan War in a fit? Tuscola.
Aphrodite.
No. Having not been invited to the wedding of Pelosus and Thetis.
Hera. It'd be Hera.
Hera or Artemis?
I'd say not Hera. It'd be Hera.
Hera.
It's Eris, yes.
I said Hera.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, then no.
Yeah.
What was the name of the space station that crashed to Earth in 2001? Villagrove.
The pre-International Space Station.
No. Would you prefer?
He's not
No
wrong.
answer.
It was Mir. The pinna is the outer visible part of what? Pinna. It's the outer visible part of the ear. What peninsula lies between the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea? Villagrove.
Yucatan.
Yes, Yucatan Peninsula. Okay, our first game, Tuscola 160, Villa Grove 510. Stick around for our next game between Cissna Park and Monticello. Okay, welcome to Parkland Challenge 2022. We're on our second game today. Villa Grove won the first game. Let's meet the teams for our second game.
Emmy German, senior.
Jenna Flagger, junior.
Logan Kershane, junior.
Sophie Happ, senior.
Alaric Fulton, sophomore.
Isaac Phelan, freshman.
Joel Yergler, sophomore.
Noah Phelan, junior.
Luke Petrie, sophomore.
All right, let's get started. Meaning pick me up. What Italian dish consists of a sponge cake soaked in coffee or brandy? It is tiramisu. Tiramisu. In Lima, Ohio, you can see a 10 by 15 foot scale model of what famous presidential home? Cissna Park.
Monticello.
Not Monticello. You can confer.
Mount Vernon.
Yes, Mount Vernon. George Washington's home. Good job. What writer created characters such as Samuel Pickwick, Nicholas Nickleby, Fagin, and Ebenezer Scrooge? Cissna Park. Need an answer?
No answer.
You can confer.
Dickens.
Yes, Charles Dickens. From what is tofu made? Marcel.
Soybeans.
Be more specific.
Pressed soybeans.
No, you can confer if you like.
Soy. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't know, soy. I know soybeans. What did you say, soy?
Soy.
No, we'll check that out. It's actually bean curd. Bean curd. I'm fermented bean curd. What is the last letter of the Greek alphabet? Marcelo.
Omega.
Omega is correct. Good job. What was the name of the Eminem single that set the world's record in 2013 for the most words used? Cissna Park.
Rap God.
Rap God, yes, the most words used in a song. Who directed Jackie Brown, Reservoir Dogs, and Pulp Fiction? Cissna Park.
Stanley Kubrick.
Not Stanley Kubrick. You can go further.
Sure.
And that's
Spielberg.
Quentin Tarantino. Tarantino. Where is an endive found? In eggs, in the ground, or in the sea? E-N-D-I-V-E. Monticello.
In the sea.
Not in the sea. You can confer.
In the ground. In the ground.
In the ground is correct, yes. Motown is what Michigan metropolis? Cissna Park.
Detroit.
Detroit, yes, the Motor City. Which notable Chicago theater group launched the careers of John Belushi, Mike Myers, and Bill Murray? Cissna Park.
Saturday Night Live.
No.
Chicago.
I can't understand it.
Need an answer?
No answer.
Second City. Second City. What is a positively charged particle in the nucleus of an atom called? Cissna Park.
Proton.
Proton is correct. If you're visiting theaters named for Wayne Newton, Mel Tillis, John Davidson, and Roy Clark, what Missouri resort town are you in? Cissna Park.
Branson.
Yes, Branson, Missouri. What is 4 times 12 times 3? Cissna Park.
144.
Pardon?
144.
Did you say
144.
44? Yes, I thought you said 24. Sorry.
No.
Yes, 144 is correct. In what city would you find the Microsoft headquarters? Cissna Park.
Redmond.
Yes, Redmond, Washington. In terms of revenue, what package delivery firm is the nation's largest transport company? Cissna Park.
Amazon.
Not Amazon.
UPS.
UPS is correct. This famous sentence is known for using every letter in the English language. Monticello.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Monticello will.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy black dog.
No. You prefer?
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
No. It's a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Jump, there won't be an S. What part of the human body is named for its resemblance to a seahorse? It's the hippocampus. What card game has a board and pegs? That is cribbage. What is professional wrestler John Cena's catchphrase? Sister Park.
You can't see me.
Yep, that is correct. What pop star entered into children's literature with the book The English Roses in 2003? That would be Madonna. All right, it's time for the next round's video question, which goes to Sister Park.
No answer.
Guglielmo Marconi first demonstrated his wireless telegraph in 1896, and he would later receive the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1909 for his contributions to the development of wireless telegraphy.
Okay, let's finish up the first round. What U.S. autumn holiday is also celebrated in Spain, Italy, and Latin America? Monticello.
Thanksgiving.
Not Thanksgiving, no. You can confer?
Columbus Day?
Yes, Columbus Day. Blood contains several types of cells. Which ones help it to clot? Monticello.
Platelets.
Platelets is correct. In which American city is the National Air and Space Museum located? Sister Park.
Washington, D.C.
Yes, Washington. In which state is F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby set? Sister Park.
New York.
Yes, New York, during the summer of 1922. Whose wife would eat no lean? Sister Park.
Jack Sprat.
Jack Sprat is correct. Good job. In which city was the 1973 treaty signed that marked the end of the Vietnam War? Was it Oslo, Paris, or Saigon? Monticello.
Saigon.
Not Saigon, no.
Paris.
Paris, yes. What do you call a fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator? Monticello. Pardon?
Proper.
Proper fraction, yes. What two countries are connected by the Karakoram Pass? Monticello.
Chile and Venezuela.
No. Confer?
Do you think it's in South America? Yeah, Nepal and India.
Nepal and India.
No, China and India. China and India. Nice try, though. What S word is defined as a lateral curvature of the spine? Sister Park.
Slope.
Not slope, no.
Scoliosis. Scoliosis.
Scoliosis is right. What would you use to walk the dog, rock the baby, and Monticello?
Yo-yo.
Yes, the yo-yo, and pop the clutch. By what more common name is light amplification by simulated Monticello?
Laser.
Laser, yes. Simulated emission of radiation. What was the name of the first ever man-made satellite? Sister Park.
Sputnik.
Sputnik is correct. Which 4 U.S. presidents were killed by assassins? Sister Park.
Garfield, McKinley, Lincoln, and JFK.
Yes, correct. Very good. What is the atomic number of hydrogen? Monticello.
1.
1 is right. What type of word puzzle was introduced in the New York World in 1913? Monticello.
Crossword.
Crossword puzzle is correct. What civil rights pioneers' memories were published under the title Quiet Strength? is Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks. What is the world's longest river? Sister Park.
Nile.
Nile is right. What cousin to the camel is used in parts of the United States to protect sheep from coyotes and stray dogs? Monticello.
Donkey.
Not a donkey. You can go fur?
Alpaca.
No, it's a llama. A llama.
Oh.
What name describes the process of evaporating or boiling a liquid and condensing its vapor? Monticello.
Distillation.
Yes, distillation. What was the name of the space station visited by both American and Soviet astronauts in the 70s and that partially fell to Earth? Monticello.
Space Lab.
No, not Space Lab. Did you confer?
I don't know.
Fell to Earth in 1979.
I don't speak Russian.
Need an answer?
No answer.
Very close. Skylab. Skylab. By 1800, the average human lifespan in England had reached 36, 46, or 56 years old. Monticello.
46.
Not 46. No, you prefer?
56.
No, it's 36.
Why?
36. Aram Pilot, Pentland Javelin, and Maris Bard are all varieties of which vegetable? Monticello.
Cabbage.
Not cabbage. No, you can confer?
Lettuce.
Potatoes. Potatoes. By what name were advocates of women's voting rights in the early 20th century? Sister Park.
Suffragettes.
Suffragettes, yes, in the United States known as. Who developed the modern theory of evolution? Monticello.
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin is correct. The only national park dedicated to the performing arts is in Vienna, Virginia. What's its name? It's Wolf Trap Farm. It offers operas, symphonies, folk jazz, and other kinds of music. Mosaic, an early web browser, was developed where? Monticello.
The U of I?
Yes, in Champaign-Urbana, the NCSA. All right, that's the end of our first round. We'll tally up our scores and be back with the lightning round when we come back.
It's your time to create the future you want at Parkland College. Time to explore your path among 100-plus degree and career programs. It's your time to do you. Enroll now at parkland.edu.
Okay, after round one, Monticello 150, Cissna Park 170. That's a good game. Let's get to our lightning round. And what East Coast tourist location was the first roller coaster in the U.S. built in 1884? Cissna Park.
Coney Island.
Coney Island is correct. The tallest building in Salt Lake City, Utah belongs to what large religious group? Cissna Park.
Mormonism.
Yes, Mormons. What planet is the brightest object in the sky after the sun and the moon? Cissna Park.
Venus.
Venus is correct. What newspaper's reporting team exposed the Watergate cover-up? The Washington Post. The Washington Post. What popular singer spoke the words, "Wait a minute, you ain't heard nothing yet," in the 1927 movie The Jazz Singer? Sister Mark?
Al Jolson.
Al Jolson is correct. Good job. Which cycle prompts warm-blooded animals, such as bears, to lower their temperature, slow their breathing, and heart? Sister Park.
Hibernation.
Hibernation is correct. What president came between Lyndon Johnson and Gerald Ford? Sister Park.
Nixon.
Nixon is correct. Florida state bird isn't the flamingo, but it's what Southern loved songbird. Southern loved songbird is Florida state bird. It is the mockingbird. The mockingbird. Which pet has the Latin name Felis catus? Monticello.
The common house cat?
Yes, domestic cat. Yep. A flying lady named the Spirit of Ecstasy is posed on the radiator of which elegant British automobile? Monticello.
Bentley.
Not Bentley, Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. Which sea lies between Italy and the former Yugoslavia? Monticello.
Adriatic.
Adriatic is correct. What device introduced commercially in 1934 as a portable super regenerative receiver and transmitter? That was the walkie-talkie. The walkie-talkie. What is a thrip? T-H-R-I-P. It is an insect. What do you call the part of the roof that meets or overhangs the walls of a building? Sister Park.
Eaves.
Eaves is correct. Too. What is the term used for a giant star or stellar explosion? Monticello.
Supernova.
Supernova is correct. The phrase movable feast and city of lights are used to describe what European city? Monticello.
Amsterdam.
Not Amsterdam, Paris. All right, that's the end of our lightning round. We'll be back with our final round right after this. Welcome back. We've got a great game going into the final round. Monticello 160, Cissna Park 240. Let's get started. What company's mascot used to be a dog listening to a phonograph? Monticello.
RCA.
RCA is correct. Passed in 1865, what did the 13th Amendment to the Constitution do? Monticello.
Abolish slavery.
Yes, correct. Good job. The 2017 Oscar for Best Picture went to Moonlight. But what will be remembered most is that they won after this film was accidentally named the winner. That was La La Land was named the winner. What author of the popular children's book The Giving Tree is also a Sister Park?
Shel Silverstein.
Yes, the renowned poet, playwright, illustrator, screenwriter, and songwriter. In 1984, this movie rating was introduced by the Motion Picture Association of America. Sister Park.
PG-13.
PG-13 is correct. The Wayside Inn, founded in 1702, is America's oldest inn still in operation. What New England state is it in? Monticello.
Massachusetts.
Yes, Massachusetts. The Kentucky Derby is the Run for the Roses. What race is the Run for the Black-Eyed Susans? Sister Park.
Belmont Stakes.
Nothing Belmont. You can confer. You can answer?
Go answer.
The Preakness. The Preakness. Who wrote Water, Water Everywhere and Not a Drop to Drink? Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Who was the 14th President of the United States? Monticello.
Tyler?
Not Tyler. You prefer?
Pierce.
Yes, Franklin Pierce.
You don't need a buzzer.
In swimming, how many strokes are there in an individual medley? Monticello.
4.
Yeah, 4. The butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. What state is home to the geographic center of the lower 48 states? Sister Park.
Kansas.
Kansas is the correct answer. The North Carolina outdoor drama Strike at the Wind concerns the Lumbee people and their sorrows. What sort of people were the Lumbee people? They were Native Americans. Venice, Florida has the world's only training school for what type of comical entertainers? Sister Park.
Clowns.
Clowns. It's a clown college. In what century did the Black Plague strike? Sister Park.
16th.
No.
14th century.
14th century, yes. The late 1340s. What word describes the science of heredity?
Genetics.
Genetics. What is the animal-like nickname of Sirius? Monticello.
Dog?
Be more specific. I think we'll take it. It's Dog Star. Which company released its Wii gaming console in 2006? Monticello.
Nintendo.
Nintendo is correct. Who is Prince Philip married to? Sister Park.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes. This musician was banned from Saturday Night Live from 1977 to 1989 for performing the song Radio Radio during the live broadcast. It was Elvis Costello. Which word describes a partial or complete obscuring of a celestial body?
Eclipse.
Eclipse is correct. What flying ace averaged to kill every 11 days between September of 1915 and April of 1918? It was Manfred van Richthofen or the Red Baron. What was the name of the Lone Ranger's horse?
Silver.
Silver is correct. Good job. What colonial sites? The colonial sites of Jamestown, Yorktown, and Williamsburg are connected by what highway? It's the Colonial Parkway. Colonial Parkway. Who did King David commit adultery with while Sister Park?
Bathsheba.
While her husband was at war. What movable toy is the center of a museum in Strasburg, Pennsylvania?
Rubik's Cube?
Not Rubik's Cube.
Just those little lawnmower things.
Newton's Cradle.
Pardon?
Newton's Cradle.
No, toy trains. Toy trains. What modern-day conglomerate built the Zero planes used to bomb Pearl Harbor?
Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi is correct. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Monticello.
Born April 25th, 1940, actor Al Pacino burst onto the scene in this Francis Ford Coppola film that celebrated its 50th anniversary with a stirring tribute at the 2022 Oscars.
The Godfather.
1972's The Godfather is widely considered one of the greatest films of all time, as it won the Oscar for Best Film in 1973. Pacino was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, along with co-stars Robert Duvall and James Caan, but Cabaret's Joel Grey walked away with the prize.
Good job on the video question. Back to the regular game. What's the only land mammal taller than the elephant? Giraffe. Giraffe is correct. What word describes a pattern of small colored pieces of inlaid stone or glass?
Mosaic.
Mosaic is correct. How long does a nanosecond last? Monticello.
1/1000th of a second.
1/1000th of a second is correct. Which French word describes a meeting or appointment? Sister Park.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous, often one that promises romance. What's the most common name for an infamous penal colony off the coast of French Guiana, opened by Napoleon in 1852? It is Devil's Island. Devil's Island. What was Shakespeare's soul of wit? Sister Park.
Brevity.
Brevity is correct. What animals, including little necks, cherry stones, and quahogs? What are those? What animals are these? Sister Park.
Clams.
Clams is correct. What was former President Bill Clinton's middle name? Sister Park.
Jefferson.
Jefferson is correct. Which army was founded in 1878 by preacher William Booth? Sister Park.
The Salvation Army.
Salvation Army is correct. What color is the center line in an ice hockey rink? Monticello.
Red.
Red is correct. What college football team has the largest home stadium? Monticello.
Alabama.
Not Alabama. You can confer.
Michigan.
Yes, Michigan, the big house. Which author wrote Terms of Endearment, The Last Picture Show, and Lonesome Dove? That was Larry McMurtry. Geologists use 3 classifications for rocks. Monticello.
Igneous, sedimentary, and we got it.
An answer?
Metamorphic.
Okay, very good. Stuck it in there. Which amendment to the Constitution prohibits double jeopardy? Sister Park.
The Fifth Amendment.
Yes, the Fifth Amendment. Who developed and patented the electrical telegraph in the United States in 18... Monticello.
Graham Bell.
No, you can confer in 1837.
Morse.
Yes, Samuel Morse. Name the Mayan archaeological site in western Honduras that, at its peak in the 9th century, was home to more than 20,000 people. Monticello.
Tenochtitlan.
No, you can confer.
No answer.
Copan. What French word refers to an afternoon or morning performance? Monticello.
Matinee.
Matinee, yes. What is the triangular portion of an end wall under a sloping roof called? It's called a gable. Who are the numbers 23 and 45 on his Chicago Bulls, Sister Park?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan on the Chicago Bulls jersey. What continent is cut into 2 approximately equal parts by the Tropic of Capricorn? Sister Park.
Africa.
Not Africa. You can confer.
South America.
Australia. Australia. Bakers, dirty, and cheaper by refer to what? Sister Park.
Dozen.
Dozens, yes. Automaker Henry Ford shocked the world in 1914 by raising his employees' wages from $2.34 a day to what staggering amount? Monticello.
$3.
Not $3. You can confer.
$5.
It was $5. Yeah, he more than doubled it. Which land borders Cambodia to the east? Sister Park.
Laos.
Pardon?
Laos.
No. You can confer.
Vietnam.
Vietnam is correct, yes. How many manned moon landings were there? Monticello.
4.
Not 4. You can confer.
5.
6. What does the musical term largo mean? Sister Park.
Slow.
Yes, slowly and broadly. Where was Allerton Park founder Robert Allerton born? Monticello.
Chicago.
Chicago, Illinois. Yep. What connects a fetus with the placenta? Monticello.
Umbilical cord.
Umbilical cord is correct. Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird? Sister Park.
Harper Lee.
Harper Lee. What English dynasty collapsed into the War of the Roses? Sister Park.
Carolinian.
No, you can confer.
Tudors.
The Plantagenets. Okay, really good game. Monticello 380, Cissna Park 440. That means Cissna Park will play Villa Grove in our next game, which is coming up next. Thanks for joining us. Hi, welcome back to Parkland Challenge 2022. After this game, the winner will join Oakwood, St. Thomas More, and Fisher in our Final Four. Let's meet the teams for this game.
Isadora Davis, senior.
Caleb Wiesing, senior. Elijah Kiesel, senior.
Andrew McQueen, senior.
Caleb Miller, senior.
Isaac Phelan, freshman.
Joel Yergler, sophomore. Noah Phelan, junior.
Luke Petrie, sophomore.
All right, let's get started. Which fruit is also called the Chinese gooseberry? Vilgro.
Kiwi.
Kiwi is correct. What is the most populated city in the Bay Area of California?
San Francisco.
Not San Francisco. You can confer.
I don't know what that is.
Oakland.
No, San Jose. San Jose. Who was crowned Holy Roman Emperor in 800 AD? Vilgro.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne is correct. On April 24th, 1990, this mechanism was launched from the space station Discovery. Vilgrove.
Telescope?
Be more specific.
Hubble telescope?
Yes, Hubble telescope. What stately structure is the official London residence of the British Vilgrove?
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace, yes, the British monarch. What perennially popular items for kids have been produced for years by the Benny and Smith Company? Vilgrove.
Crayons.
Crayons is correct. Good job. Actor Paul Giamatti's father was commissioner of what major sport? Central Park.
Soccer.
Not soccer.
Baseball.
Baseball.
I go baseball.
It's
I go
baseball?
baseball.
Baseball, yes. His name was Art Giamatti. Art Giamatti. Who played the female lead in the 1990 romantic comedy Pretty Woman? Villigrove.
Roberts. Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts is correct. Which popular soft drink was formerly known as lithuated lemon lime? Villigrove.
Sprite.
Not Sprite.
Good guess.
And I'll finish the question for you. Was it 7-Up, Mountain Dew, or Fanta?
7-Up.
It was 7-Up, yes. What airport received its airport code designation ORD? Villigrove.
O'Hare. Chicago O'Hare.
Yes, because it was built on an apple orchard. What candy bar consists of nougat, nuts, and white chocolate? Villigrove.
Snickers?
No, you can confer. Nougat, nuts, and white chocolate.
Three Musketeers.
I know the Zero Bar.
Yeah, the mint.
Zero Bar.
The zero.
Not one of the popular ones, I'm guessing. What Hawaiian island shares its name with the type of porch or veranda? Lanai. Lanai is what we're looking for. Who wrote Dune? Villigrove.
Frank Hubert.
Yes. What European country accounts for most of the 30% of the world's prunes not produced in California? Villigrove.
Italy.
No, you can confer.
Germany.
France. In E.B. White's popular children's book, Charlotte's Web, Charlotte is a spider. What type of animal? Villigrove.
Pig.
No, I'll finish for you. What type of animal is White's Stuart Little?
Come
Mouse.
A mouse, yes. What scooter brand comes from the Italian for wasp? Villigrove.
Vespa.
Vespa is correct, yes. What does radar use for detection? Villigrove.
Sound waves?
Be more specific? No. You can confer.
Sonar.
Radio waves. Radio waves is what we're looking for. What is the anniversary of the Battle of Lexington and Concord celebrated as in Boston? What do they call the anniversary of Lexington and Concord?
Paul Revere Day.
Not Paul Revere Day.
Patriots Day. Is that a day?
Why? Sure.
Is that a
It
thing?
can be now.
Anyway. Patriots Day.
Patriots Day is correct.
Why?
The Murder-Kill River is on what Atlantic coast state? Villigrove.
Delaware.
Delaware is correct. What is the name of the coffee shop the Friends gang frequent?
Central
Central
Perk.
Pardon?
Central Perk.
Central Perk, yes. What musical term means to gradually increase Villa
Crescendo.
Crescendo is correct. Gradually increase volume. What sport uses terms like jamming, crossover, hip check, and cutting the track? Villa
Lacrosse.
Not lacrosse.
It's not a podcast.
Basketball.
Roller derby. Roller derby. What two words appeared before Power Rangers when it debuted in Villa Grove?
Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in 1993 it debuted. Can you name the two non-presidents featured on currently issued U.S. bills? Cissna Park.
Ben Franklin and Alexander Hamilton.
Yes, very good. $10 bill and the $100 bill. Which mythical creature has the body of a lion and the head of a human being? Villa Grove.
Sphinx.
Sphinx is correct. Which part of the nervous system is found in the brain and spinal cord? Villa Grove.
Central.
Yes, central nervous system. What did the EPA once refer to as a poorly buffered precipitation? They call poorly buffered precipitation. Villa Grove.
Olive oil.
No, not olive oil.
Hail.
Acid rain. Acid rain. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Cissna Park.
Launched in late July 2020, this NASA rover spent months traveling through space, covering some 292.5 million miles before touching down on Mars on February of 2021.
What was your thanks person?
Yeah, I think it's right.
Perseverance.
As the space agency's most sophisticated rover yet, Perseverance spent the rest of the year exploring the Mars surface, collecting rock and soil samples for possible return to Earth, and probing for evidence of whether life ever existed on the planet.
Okay, great job on the video question. Back to the game. What is a common name for the third and final set of molars that most people develop? Villa Grove.
Wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth is correct. What part of the DC Capitol has statues of each state's favorite sons and daughters?
No idea.
That is Statuary Hill. Statuary Hill.
Makes sense.
In what month do you celebrate the winter solstice if you live Villa Grove?
Oh, June.
June, yes, if you live in Australia. What Nazi flew from Germany to Scotland in an attempt to negotiate Cissna Park?
Rudolph Hess.
Rudolph Hess is correct.
Of course.
Which two British possessions are claimed, respectively, by Argentina and Spain? Villa Grove.
The Falkland Islands and Easter Island.
No, you can defer.
I only knew the one, and I heard two, and I go, oh.
Any answer?
No answer.
Falkland Islands and Gibraltar. What was Malcolm X's birth name? He was Malcolm Little. Malcolm Little. What famed baseball slugger did portly actor John Goodman portray? Villa Grove.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth is correct. They shot some of that in Danville, Illinois. Who authored the classic novels Pride and Prejudice? Villa Grove.
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen, yes, and Sense and Sensibilities. He was an abolitionist. A song written about him later became the battle hymn, Cissna Park.
John Brown.
Yes, John Brown's Body became the battle hymn of the Republic. In which country is the Three Gorges Dam? Villa Grove.
China.
China is correct. Which element has the atomic number of 1? Villa Grove.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen is correct. Who was the first female Supreme Court justice?
Sandra Day O'Connor.
Yeah, good job. Sandra Day O'Connor. Which small Central American country derives its name from Spanish word meaning the Savior? Villa Grove.
El Salvador.
El Salvador is correct. Las Vegas' MGM Grand Hotel has a 7-story replica of what city from The Wonderful Wizard of Oz? Villa Grove.
Topeka.
No.
The Emerald City.
The Emerald City, yes.
Give it to him.
Who comes from everywhere to see Topeka? And why wouldn't they? What a lovely town. Foghorn Leghorn, Pepe Le Pew, Daffy Duck, Villa Grove.
Looney Tunes.
Yes, Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny are all associated with what? President's Day combines the birthdays of which two presidents? Sister Park.
Lincoln and Washington.
Yes, Lincoln and Washington. What is the name given to the 630-foot stainless steel arch on the riverfront in St. Louis? Villa Grove.
Gateway Arch.
Gateway Arch is correct. What great Italian explorer did Frederick March play in the Villa Grove?
Marco Polo.
Not Marco Polo, you can confer.
Columbus.
Columbus is correct. What pioneering pop singer died in a plane crash on February 3rd, Villa Grove?
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly, yes. February 3rd, 1959. The day the music died. Boys Life is the official magazine of what system park?
The Boy Scouts.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
Up until 1913, a U.S. dollar would have treasury note across the top of its front face. What is printed across the top of Villa Grove?
Federal Reserves.
Be more specific.
Federal Reserves America.
No.
Oh, I know it.
You can confer. What is printed across the top of the U.S. paper currency since 1913?
Federal Reserve Note.
Yes, Federal Reserve note. You almost got it.
Yeah.
What Oklahoma metropolis was for years the oil capital of the world? Villa Grove.
Tulsa.
Tulsa is correct. Who lives in a pineapple under the Cissna Park?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes, a pineapple under the sea. What was the name of the plane that dropped the atomic bomb, Villa Grove?
Enola Gay.
Enola Gay, yes, on Hiroshima. What is the biggest snake in the world called? Villa Grove.
Anaconda.
Anaconda is correct. What month has more hurricanes than any other? System Park.
April.
Not April.
It's June or July.
I was thinking like September.
Take June or
Or
July.
March.
Like hurricanes would be
Hurricanes?
September, probably.
September.
September is correct.
Really?
Good guess.
What popular Christmas flower was named for an American ambassador, Cissna Park?
Poinsettia.
Yes, named for Joel Poinsett. All right, that's the end of our first round. We'll tally
That's the
our
first
scores
round?
and be back in the lightning round after this.
It's your time to create the future you want at Parkland College. Time to explore your path among 100+ degree and career programs. It's your time to do you. Enroll now at parkland.edu.
Okay, after one round, Cissna Park 150, Villa Grove 310. Let's get to our lightning round. What do you call a dish in which small pieces of food are dipped into a hot sauce or a hot cooking? Villa Grove.
Fondue.
Fondue, yes. What children's book character defends truth, justice, and all that is pre-shrunk and cottony? Cissna Park.
Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants is correct, yes. How many moons does the planet Mars have? Villa Grove.
2.
Yes, 2. Beloved Infidel, starring Gregory Peck, as which great 20th century novelist in Villa Grove?
Fitzgerald.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, yes, who wrote Tender is the Night. What fictional character gets its name from the Italian word for pine nut or pine head? Villa Grove.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio is correct. The only national park in the northeastern United States that is the nation's second most visited. What is it? It is Acadia in Maine. The composer Claude Debussy was of what nationality? Villa Grove.
French.
French, yes. Which state's troops fired the first shots of the Civil War in 1861 when they fired on the Union troops? Villa Grove.
South Carolina.
South Carolina, yes. Fort Sumter. Pong, introduced by Atari in 1975, was what type of game? System Park.
Video game?
Yes, a video game. First video game. Which agricultural process separates wheat from chaff? System Park.
Threshing.
Threshing is correct. Good job. What southern state is called the Pelican State?
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
New Orleans.
When's Flag Day? Central Park.
June 15th.
No, June 14th. June 14th, very close birthday. What's the most active volcano in the world, and where is it located? Kilauea, Hawaii. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Willow Grove.
Bishop.
Bishop is correct. In the banking world, what do the initials PIN stand for? Willow Grove.
Personal identification number.
That is correct. What do the street lamps in Hershey, Pennsylvania look like? Central Park.
Kisses.
Yes, they look like Hershey's Kisses. What Texas governor was wounded during the Kennedy assassination? Willow Grove.
Connolly.
Yes, Governor John Connolly.
I have a newspaper.
By what nickname are motorcycles with high handlebars and very low Cissna Park?
Harley Davidsons.
No, very long front forks, choppers. Choppers, what is it? Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. We'll be back with our final round right after this. Okay, heading into our final round, Cissna Park 170, Villa Grove 410. Let's finish up. Which Atlantic Ocean current carries more water every second than all of the world's rivers? Villa Grove.
Gulf Shores.
No, not you can confer. And all the world's rivers put together. Didn't answer?
No answer.
Gulf Stream. Gulf Stream. Very close
Think
together.
of the beach.
What piece of South American clothing consists of a four-corner piece of cloth with a slit in the center? Villa Grove.
The poncho.
The poncho is correct. What do camels store in their humps? Villa Grove.
Fat.
Yes, fat. In celebration for its completion, what ancient Roman structure held 100 days of games? Villa Grove.
Colosseum.
Colosseum is correct. What is Canada's largest province by area? Villa Grove.
Quebec.
Quebec is correct. What is the only South American country that contributes to the Villa Grove?
I don't know why I must. No answer, sorry.
That contributes to the International Space Station.
Sorry.
South America.
Brazil.
Brazil, yep. How many color squares are there on a Rubik's Cube? Cissna Park.
6.
No, you can confer how many colored squares are there on a Rubik's Cube?
Colored squares. No, he's talking about squares. How many squares are there?
81 squares.
81. Are you sure? Yeah. 81.
54. 54.
Yeah, 6 times 6 sides.
Where is the short-lived state of Nickajack? It was in northern Alabama. Who knew? Where did Hercules slay a lion? Villa Grove.
Nemea.
Yes. What is the Fahrenheit equivalent of 20 degrees centigrade?
Is that Celsius?
68. 68. In which century was most of the construction on the White House completed? 18th, 19th, or 20th? Villa Grove.
19th?
Yes, 19th is correct. What was the name of the supercontinent that began to separate Villa Grove?
Pangea.
Yeah, Pangea. Over 300 million years ago. What southern state has a black belt? Villa Grove.
Alabama?
Alabama is correct.
Yeah.
What was Eleanor Roosevelt's maiden name before she married Franklin Roosevelt? Villa Grove.
Roosevelt?
It was, yes.
They were cousins.
Sounds a little shady. What color are the custom-made leather loafers Pope Benedict the 16th likes to wear? What color are his loafers? Central Park.
Red.
Red is correct.
That makes sense.
Which essential chemical element carries the atomic number of 8? Central Park.
Oxygen.
Oxygen is correct. What expression refers to the first harvest of teas in the spring? is known as the first flush. Which term describes the members of an ancient Roman nobility as well as affluent citizens in the Middle Ages? Patrician. What is the Italian and Spanish word for sauce? There we go.
Salsa.
Salsa is correct. Which is the largest island in the Pacific Ocean? Little Grove.
New Guinea.
Yes. Who is the highest ranking elected woman in the U.S. history? Sister Mark.
Kamala Harris.
Yes. Which tennis player won her 20 Wimbledon titles? Sister Park.
Serena Williams.
Not Serena Williams. You can confer between 1962 and 1979.
Do we know any other female tennis players?
It's the lady from Battle of the Sexes, right? I don't know.
What about her sister?
In 1968?
Just say Venus Williams.
Venus.
No, Billie Jean King.
Is that a Michael Jackson song?
What day is Thanksgiving celebrated in Canada? Vote.
October 18th.
No, you can confer.
Somewhere in
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
No, it's the second Monday of October. What future vacation state did the U.S. purchase from Spain in 1819?
Florida.
Florida is the correct answer. In which ancient Greek work is the Trojan War described?
The Iliad.
Yes, the Iliad. America's oldest amusement park is in Bristol. In which New England state? Sister Park.
Connecticut.
Yes. Lake Compounce Festival Park is what that's called. What lovely blooming trees were introduced to D.C. by the First Lady, Helen Taft, Grove?
Cherry
Yes,
blossom
cherry
trees.
after she visited Japan. What is the chemical symbol for the element potassium? Grove.
K.
K is correct.
P.
Which boxing heavyweight is the only world champion to end his career undefeated? Grove.
Muhammad Ali.
No, you can confer.
Good guess.
George Foreman. What the hell is that? The boxer? Did he box?
Need an answer? Rocky Marciano. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Villa Grove.
On October 13th of 2021, the rocket company Blue Origin, owned by ex-Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, launched this longtime actor into the final frontier of space.
He was bald and old.
What?
He was bald and old.
Jeff Bezos?
Marlon Brando.
No, the guy.
The guy that got launched into space?
Marlon Brando.
No, Jeff Bezos got into space.
No,
Who's the
not
actor?
him. The actor.
I don't know.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando.
90-year-old Star Trek alum William Shatner became the oldest space traveler in history when him and 3 others were launched just beyond the boundary marking outer space.
What American League third baseman was at the center of the Pine Tar incident? That's from a while ago. That was George Brett. What kind of meat is from the thigh of the hind leg of an animal, especially pigs? Sister Park.
Shoulder.
Not shoulder. You can confer.
Rumpus? No, he said the thigh. Is that sirloin?
The back part.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Something like that.
Sirloin is like somewhere here, right? Sirloin?
I know the ham. It's a ham.
Oh.
Short for binary digit. Vilgrove.
Bit.
Yes, bit. How many times is the word egg mentioned in Humpty Dumpty? Vilgrove.
0.
0 times, yes. This British-born rock superstar's final album, Black Star, was released 2 days before his death. Vilgrove.
David Bowie.
David Bowie, yes, he died in 2016. Oliver Twist was the second novel published by which English author? Vilgrove.
Dickens.
Dickens is correct. This wildly popular TV show featuring characters Jack Bauer was recently rebooted. Vilgrove.
MASH.
Not MASH. You can confer.
The Andy Griffith Show.
No. She's like dying right now.
Need an answer? No, it's 24. 24. What we're looking for. What state has a country music standard as its state song? Villa Grove.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yes. The song's the Tennessee Waltz. What would Jesus' astrological sign have been? Villa Grove.
Sagittarius.
No.
No, because he wasn't actually.
Pisces.
That's so funny.
Pisces.
No, Jesus was a Capricorn. Turns out.
Imagine.
What November holiday is a Mexican celebration that welcomes the souls of Villa Grove?
Dia de los Muertos. Day of the Dead.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry. Sounds just what it used to be. Who wrote the song White Christmas? Villa Grove.
Mariah Carey. Sorry.
No. You prefer?
Irving Berlin.
Yes, Irving Berlin. Good job. What name is Stephen Foster's plantation song Old Folks at Home better known? Central Park.
Swanee River.
Swanee River, yes. What does the Olympic motto Citius, Altius, Fortius mean? Villa Grove.
Mile High City.
No. You prefer?
I wasn't listening. I don't speak Latin.
No answer.
Faster, higher, stronger. What artist's most famous work is arguably The Night Watch? Villa Grove.
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt is correct. What animated TV show has characters named Pam, Cyril, Cheryl, Ray, Lana, and a spy whose name we can't say without answering Villa Grove?
Archer.
Archer, yes. So then answering the question. How many calories do you have to burn in order to lose a pound? Villa Grove.
2,000.
Not 2,000.
5,000.
3,500. 3,500. Who introduced a short piano pieces called Songs Without Words? Central Park.
Schumann.
Not Schumann. You prefer?
Bernstein.
No, it's like Bach or the other guy or
Beethoven.
Felix Mendelssohn.
Mendelssohn.
Felix Mendelssohn.
How do I not know this?
How many players are allowed on an NFL roster? Central Park.
53.
Yes, 53. The art and practice of garden cultivation and management is called what? Villa Grove.
Horticulture.
Horticulture is correct. What presidential candidate did Sirhan Sirhan assassinate? Villa Grove.
Robert Kennedy.
Yes, Bobby Kennedy. What is the latest day in the year on which Easter Sunday can fall in Western Christian churches? Villa Grove.
April 20th.
Not April 20th.
I think it is.
Any answer?
May 3rd.
April 25th.
That's today. Okay.
That's today. What do you? That's today.
When a Frenchman wants to send a letter airmail, what two-word phrase does he write on the envelope? Great. Par avion. Par avion. What is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust? Villa Grove.
Aluminum.
Yes. Name three of the 6 U.S. presidents whose first names were James. Villa Grove. Need 3 out of the 6.
Garfield. Monroe. McKinley.
No. You prefer?
Garfield, Monroe, Carter.
Yes. Also Madison, Buchanan, and Polk.
Sorry.
Okay, very good job on that answer. We'll tally up our score and tell you who's heading to our Final Four right after this.
It's your time to create the future you want at Parkland College. Time to explore your path among 100-plus degree and career programs. Time for a great education with tuition help, flexible classes, and transfer credits making your time go further. Time to avoid crushing student debt. Parkland's half what you'd pay at universities. It's your time to do you. Enroll now at parkland.edu.
Okay, Cissna Park 260, Villa Grove 670. That means Villa Grove will join Oakwood, St. Thomas More, and Fisher in our Final Four. Thanks for joining us.